I'd like to do today is just look at user-created sets. So what came up from the research was that there was no real user need for these. They were nice to have. Um, there's some potentially good stuff for researchers with their needs, but there was nothing that came strong for collaboration just at this point. And so what I did is I looked around at other sites, and Last.fm's tagging system seemed to be something that was simple and easy to implement for Europeana because we already have a tagging system in place. And so what I'll do is I will just go back a few screens and just show you what I mean by this. So straight away you've got this tag this item down here. So this is spelt out also with an icon to recognise. And then what you could do is you could click on that and you could type in something. I've already typed in something there, but masterpiece. And when you hit return, then that enters the tag, and you also get an option to add another tag. Because you've added a tag already, I don't think there's a need to spell it out again. This should be more recognisable now for what this does. You'll notice that the colour of this is the same colour as the branding here. We should look at differentiating between a tag that you've created and a tag that someone else has created, because you should have control over your tags. So for instance, there's no way here to actually remove it. You would imagine clicking on that and seeing all things that have been tagged with masterpiece. A simple X would be okay, but then you've obviously got the click through. You've got the actual dimensions here. It's very, very tiny and small. Last.fm have tackled it by putting more settings in here. The old Europeana has tackled it by having it in a My Europeana section where you can manually delete things. It could be that we simply have a list of tags here. You click on the tags, you get a list of everything there, and you can remove them individually. And then that will keep this nice and clean and fresh. So if we add another one, Dutch, and this next one here, this next screen shows if multiple things have been added. So masterpiece, Dutch, Vermeer. You can imagine 4 or 5 tags perhaps before it gets a bit too cluttered. And then this all tags button, and so the all tags, you click that and you get a folder out of every tag that's there. There should be ways of reporting things, of course. If there's a bad tag in here that's shouldn't be there, or if we've have language filters in place, I think that's a challenge that we may have. And as you can see, there's no differentiation between things that we've added and things that perhaps other people have added. So that's another thing that we should take into account.